Invincible Season 3 just finished airing a couple days ago, and it is good, y'all. Let's get into it. What's up, you guys? It's Jonathan Carter back with another J. Carter That Review Guy review. Today we are going to be talking about the very popular Invincible series that is airing on Amazon Prime. It just concluded its season 3, so we're going to be talking about that season right now. If you don't know the story behind Invincible, it did start as a graphic novel comic book that's got a very dedicated fan base to it. And it is the creator, also the same creator from The Walking Dead graphic novel and the show as well, the runner behind that. It stars Steven Yeun, also from Walking Dead fame, Glenn, who was my favorite character in The Walking Dead, and I believe that show died Season 7, Episode 1, when they decided to kill Glenn. Spoilers if you have not seen that in Walking Dead, my bad. And as we get into this review, please be sure to like and subscribe. There will be a spoiler review, which is tagged in the title, so if you don't want to hear about spoilers, come back, watch the rest of the season, then come back and watch this video. Let me know your thoughts on it in the comments. If you've seen all of Season 3, put your thoughts in the comments below, like what you're thinking about the show, what you thought about this season, or the overall narrative of the show. And with that being said, without further ado, let's get into the review. Alright, so like I said at the top of this review, there are no surprises here. This season of Invincible Season 3 is phenomenal. Through and through, it is phenomenal, you guys. Not only is it like a near perfect season of Invincible, it's an incredible season of television. Like, for an animated show that is an adult superhero story to be this accessible and to be this good, it has no business being this good. So with Invincible Season 1, like, I really love the show. I was hooked as soon as I started watching it. I thought the first season was phenomenal. I myself, like many other people, thought Season 2 definitely had its faults, and it kind of stumbled a lot during its run, and they had that like infamous mid-season break. Then they came out course-corrected, came out swinging with Season 3, no mid-season break, all episodes were top-notch, and they really hit it out of the park with this season, y'all. There are so many things to talk about here that what I first want to talk about is the voice acting. All of these, like, big household names: Steven Yeun, Gillian Jacobs, Sandra Oh, J.K. Simmons, and so many more. And special guest stars in here for this season: Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad, and Jeffrey Dean Morgan starred in The Walking Dead as Negan. Phenomenal. Like, all of these A-list celebrities, or like close to A-list celebrities, are really giving this voice acting, like this show, their all, especially as you get later into this season. There's a lot of, you feel like they care, like rent is due, and they are like wanting to pour everything into this show, and especially, of course, Steven Yeun carrying the show. He delivers every single line, every single episode, like he is there, ready, and is believable as Invincible.
I can see the future. You don't live to see tomorrow.
And that goes literally for every other character in this show. There's not a single bad line or voice actor like delivered here, which is kind of insane to say for an animated TV show. Where Season 2 stumbled and where Season 3 picks up those faulting steps, the characterization and the multiple narrative through lines that are carried in and completed for the majority of those lines, storylines being completed in Season 3, there's a lot of care put into the writing and to individual characters that you feel like the creators of this story want and care how this story is going to be told in this new medium. The big standout here, obviously, for characters like Invincible goes through his arc here following the events of Season 2 when he killed Angstrom Levy, and should he be killing people? Is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? Are people scared of him? And then he and Eve, their blossoming relationship that I really love in this season. I think it's explored very well, and it's also just cute.
Have you ever loved? We should go again. Don't be down when it's over, baby.
To like see them, like people that you've kind of shipped since Season 1, I've always said that they should be together, finally getting together in Season 3, and that it like works. They work together. There's no like big breakup for drama or anything like that. No, they get together at the beginning of the season and they stay together by the end of the season, and they're just a really cute couple, and I ship them. Hashtag Invincible and Adam Eve. Be my parents, please. I don't know what else to say. But again, also, you know, with Adam Eve getting her character arc and Oliver and Invincible's mom, and then the whole thing with Cecil, the big standout here for majority of this season is Rexplode. So he gets a lot of love and time spent on his character coming off of season 2, and they do that thing where they hone in on a character and you're like, are they about to kill him? And unfortunately they do, but he goes out in such an amazing like way that only Rexplode could.
My entire skeleton!
And then they played the Billie Eilish song, and I was like, I wanted to cry. But the fact that they fully explored the themes of Rex and made him a better human, a better person, and of course, you're like, yeah, he's gonna die. He's in a relationship now. He's a better person. He wants to be this big superhero and everything. And he goes out only a way that Rex can against a evil variant of Invincible. Examples of that, of the love put into these characters mixed with the delivery that these voice actors are giving their characters, really, I mean, this show in that department, almost in every single department, stands out among all other animated shows. Like, really can only compare it, obviously it's like a kid version, but like of Avatar: The Last Airbender. This feels the same as that, like the same level of expertise on display here. And I love that where the narrative puts like Mark and Cecil at odds, that like Cecil is a government agent and you know that he's just like trying to protect his country, but also like doing awful things to Mark and spying on the family and like very shady things that Mark obviously doesn't like, but then Mark takes it like over the top and basically crashes into the Pentagon and becomes this like really tense version of himself. It really, I love that it puts them at odds, and I also love that it's not, Mark is not just giving into it that like Cecil saved him and saved Eve and then like everything is like fine. I love that Mark is good with it, but he's still holding Cecil at the arm's length that he feels like he should, and that's going to carry into season 4. It's not wrapped here in this season because I feel like that is too big of a story to just wrap in a couple of episodes. Before we wrap up this review, special shout out here to voice actors, guest stars Aaron Paul and Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Aaron Paul gets his own episode as Powerplex where he wants to take revenge on Invincible, and he came in ready, you guys.
I don't want to fight you! I only want Invincible!
He was in that voice booth acting like he was up for the Oscar, y'all. Like, really, really, really incredible performance there. And I love Aaron Paul. I'm a huge Aaron Paul stan.
Yeah! Magnets!
We can't go the rest of this review without talking about the last episode of the season and where it goes with the showing up of Conquest, played phenomenally by Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
I am so lonely. They think I am unstable.
Also, little shout out, Stephen Yeun getting his revenge, or sorry, Glenn getting his revenge on Negan here. So satisfying, however many, almost 10 years later or whatever it's been. But going into that, the action, you guys, that this season has, especially right there at the end cap of the season with Mark going against Conquest, and your Mark is giving it his all. Like, we have watched Mark getting beaten down for 3 seasons in a row, and he is not holding back now. He is like, I'm going to kill Conquest, and he cannot do it alone. Like, he, without Adam Eve and without Oliver stepping in, there's no way that Invincible would have been able to fight and defeat Conquest, even giving it his all. And you get like the season payoff of all of that gritty, intense, animated action that this show, unlike any other show, can deliver on. And you finally get to see Mark just give it his all and just go toe-to-toe with Conquest. And you get that amazing moment with Eve where she comes back from the dead. It's just so like such a well cap of the season. Through that episode, y'all, my jaw was on the floor like 6 times over. I again, I haven't read the comics. I didn't know what to expect, but the fact that Mark went to that length and then Eve got these like new set of powers basically, and just that raw fight with Conquest that hasn't really been paralleled before, like basically besides the end of season 1 with Mark against his dad. And it's really just great to see action like that again and to just be on the edge of your seat in this show. So, like I said, season 1 was amazing of Invincible. Season 2 definitely faltered, but season 3, y'all really hit it out of the park. If you haven't seen Invincible, and this is like your niche kind of thing, go watch the show. It's literally sitting at a 99% on Rotten Tomatoes, y'all. That's insane. So really, to kind of end this positive reign, I guess, or take a little positive break there, really the only negative here that a lot of people have been talking about on the internet, I don't think it's going to be a surprise to anybody. Yeah, the animation is not as good as it was in season 1. Season 2 didn't really bother me with the animation, but there were like a small few moments here where season 3 did kind of take me out with some of the animation, like very like camera sweeping shots where like characters are just standing still, like they're just like images cut out. There are a couple of like moments like that, but not bad. Like I'm good with it because I know that the creators want to get this show out as quickly as they can, and I hope that they're paying their animators and employees livable wages and like workable, manageable hours. I hope that they're doing that. I don't need this full amazing animation to wait 2 to 3 years between seasons. I'm good with it. Truly, out of this season, that is the only negative, y'all. All that being said, I'm gonna give season 3 of Invincible a 9.5 out of 10. Like I said, go watch it. If you have seen it, let me know your thoughts below in the comments. Please be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out some other videos from me here, and I will see you all on the next one.